we are going to keep on trying to strengthen the American family, to make American families a lot more like the Waltons and a lot less like the Simpsons.
Huh?
Hey, we're just like the Waltons. We're praying for an end to the Depression, too.
In 1997, Fox censors sent a 3-page memo about a specific episode of The Simpsons. They clearly stated, the entire subject and content is unacceptable for air. They wanted the episode to be hidden forever. It featured a character voiced by a famous filmmaker and addressed a topic that no other cartoon had discussed before. Fox's standards team flagged every scene as problematic. However, the writers chose to ignore these warnings and completed the episode anyway, hoping management would change their minds.
Online this month. It claims to show a screenshot of a 2002 episode of The Simpsons that eerily mirrors real-life events. It shows Donald Trump touching a glowing orb with 2 Middle Eastern-looking men.
What happened next surprised everyone. The banned episode went on to win awards, but take a closer look at what Fox tried to keep from the public. The Simpsons' loud debut, Yellow Skin and Family Chaos. The Simpsons began airing its full episodes in December 1989. Making a significant impact right away. The show featured a quirky family with wild yellow characters that broke the mold of traditional TV families. Bart was a rebellious troublemaker. Homer was not the typical wise dad. Marge worried constantly. Lisa questioned everything, and baby Maggie observed the world silently. The show was loud and chaotic, which upset some people. By 1990, just a year after it began, Bart Simpson had become known as a bad role model. Schools banned his t-shirts, which boasted phrases like, "I'm Bart Simpson, who the hell are you?" and "underachiever and proud of it, man." School principals labeled him disrespectful and unfit for their rules. One principal even claimed he encouraged bad behavior and didn't want kids quoting Bart in detention. As adults complained, more kids started watching the show, adding fuel to the fire. Even the White House got involved. In a 1990 interview, First Lady Barbara Bush called The Simpsons the dumbest thing she'd ever seen. President George H.W. Bush also spoke out, suggesting he wanted U.S. families to be more like the wholesome Waltons instead of The Simpsons. This criticism sparked a playful feud. The Simpsons quickly responded with a fake clip where Bart joked, "Hey, we're just like the Waltons. We're praying for the Depression to end too." It was sharp, funny, and edgy. The show had upset essential figures. Despite the backlash, the show continued to thrive. Creator Matt Groening later explained, "In those early days, no topic was off limits. If it felt too polished or fake, we made fun of it. The audience couldn't look away." Even Fox, the network that aired the show, was sometimes cautious. Their censors carefully watched for any issues. Most corrections were minor, like softening a curse word. But sometimes the writers pushed boundaries, and they knew when they were taking risks. Early controversies, jabs at cities and politics. In 1992, the 4th season of The Simpsons featured an episode titled A Streetcar Named Marge, which included a song that described New Orleans as the home of pirates, drunks, and whores, and called it the city that care forgot. This portrayal upset many people in New Orleans. City officials were furious. Locals wrote angry letters, and newspapers accused the show of slandering the city. The Simpsons team quickly responded. In the next episode, Bart wrote on the chalkboard, "I will not defame New Orleans," numerous times as a cheeky apology. Later, showrunner Al Jean explained that they were not criticizing the city, but simply playing off the tone of the original play. However, the incident highlighted how humor can sometimes miss the mark and provoke strong reactions. In that same season, the show also targeted Washington, D.C. in the episode Mr. Lisa Goes to Washington, where Lisa experiences disappointment due to corruption. This also upset some politicians, but the writers remained unfazed. Producer Mike Rice mentioned that whenever The Simpsons traveled to a new city or country, they often faced backlash. It became a familiar pattern. The show visits, makes a joke, and locals react negatively. Yet their audience kept growing. The jokes were not meant to be malicious. They aimed at influential figures, not vulnerable groups. Surprisingly, such sharp humor came from a cartoon meant for family viewing. By season 4, The Simpsons had already poked fun at schools, presidents, towns, and world leaders, all wrapped in cheerful animation and a catchy tune. Behind the cartoonish facade, the show offered brilliant social commentary. The Simpsons didn't just make jokes about America, they showed a distorted reflection of society that made viewers uncomfortable. This approach kept the criticism coming. Despite the backlash, the show won Emmys and secured its Sunday time slot while continually testing the limits set by Fox. One episode came very close to being canceled for good. Homer's Phobia, Fox's harsh censorship memo. The episode Homer's Phobia almost didn't air because it tackled homophobia in a way no other cartoon had before. The plot is simple. Homer becomes friends with a stylish guy named John, voiced by John Waters. At first, Homer doesn't realize John is gay. When he finds out, he panics, thinking John might influence Bart in a bad way. The episode shows the messy and cringeworthy reactions to being gay at that time. In the end, Homer learns a lesson when John helps him in a challenging situation, making him let go of his fears. The episode is funny and heartfelt, and it received an Emmy and a GLAAD award. People still talk about it years later. However, Fox didn't want to air it. The censors completely rejected it. Showrunners Bill Oakley and Josh Weinstein said it was their most formidable challenge. The standards team sent a long list of objections, criticizing every mention of being gay or anything related to queer life. They even claimed the show was unacceptable for broadcast. This could have stopped the episode from airing, but Oakley and Weinstein decided to go ahead anyway. They kept working on the script, recording, and animating the episode. They hoped the network's attitude would change. Luckily, it did. When the finished episode was ready for approval, a new censor was in charge. What was once rejected turned into a green light. Homer's Phobia aired in February 1997. It made people laugh, sparked discussions, and narrowly avoided cancellation. John Waters later said, "The only way to shift someone's views is to get them laughing first." This approach worked. The episode showed Homer's fears honestly without lecturing anyone, and it may have changed some minds. But it also highlighted how tightly Fox was controlled. Allowing this episode to air required a significant struggle, and the ongoing battle for acceptance wasn't finished. Guns, 9/11, and post-tragedy sensitivities. In late 1997, The Simpsons addressed gun issues in Season 9's The Cartridge Family, in which Homer buys a handgun, demonstrating his lack of understanding. The episode faced censorship criticism, especially in the UK, where Sky TV initially banned it for making guns seem funny. It took years to air, and when it did, it was heavily edited. In September 1997, The City of New York vs. Homer Simpson showed the family searching for Homer's car near the World Trade Center. It included funny scenes about Manhattan, and fans enjoyed it. However, after the 9/11 attacks, this episode was removed from syndication and severely edited when it returned in 2006. Fans online noticed coincidences linking the show to 9/11, but the creators rejected these claims. Other episodes also faced similar issues. For example, The Day of the Jackass, where Sideshow Bob uses hypnosis on Bart to turn him into a suicide bomber, was banned in the UK for years because of the changed context after 9/11. Years later, the 2014 episode, The Wreck of the Relationship, earned a TV MA rating for minimal adult content. This change reflected how much the standards for humor had shifted. Changes in what is considered funny remind us that tragedies affect people and can change humor in television. International backlash, bans from Australia to China. In 1995, the episode Bart vs. Australia upset many Australians with its jokes about kangaroos and its political criticisms. This led to complaints and a parliamentary outcry, but the episode was not banned. The controversy increased its popularity. In 1999, Japan's 30 Minutes Over Tokyo was banned entirely for making offensive jokes about cultural norms. Similarly, Little Big Mom in 2000 was banned for making fun of leprosy, a sensitive topic there. In 2002, Brazil's Blame It on Lisa faced backlash for showing crime in Rio. This resulted in public apologies and a decade-long ban on the episode. When it came back in 2012, the content was edited to be less offensive. In 2005, China's Goo Goo Gai Pan poked fun at the government, leading to a ban on foreign cartoons during prime time. Recent episodes have followed this trend, with One Angry Lisa being pulled from streaming in Hong Kong in 2023. Germany banned Cape Fear because of Nazi imagery. When it finally aired, the offending joke was removed. In Italy, the 2017 episode of Treehouse of Horror 27 was delayed for 2 years due to graphic content. New Zealand postponed a Halloween episode because of its violent scenes. The Czech Republic refused to screen The Girl on the Bus due to mafia themes. In Latin America, E Pluribus Vigum was pulled for insulting Argentina's former leader, but it later appeared uncut on streaming. Myths and lost episodes. The Dead Bart legend. The internet has changed how we see bands. It's harder to hide things now, and outrage spreads quickly. Over the years, The Simpsons grew from just a long-running show into a cultural icon that inspired fans to create their own stories. One popular rumor from around 2010 was about an episode called Dead Bart. This episode was reportedly written by Matt Groening for Season 1. It told a dark story about Bart dying in a plane crash. Fans believed it was a lost episode, which led to a viral creepypasta that fascinated many, but it was actually just fan fiction. In 2018, the show mentioned this myth in the Season 30 opener, Bart's Not Dead, which recognized the story. Despite this, rumors about banned content continue. Some cuts have happened, like a joke from The Cartridge Family that was removed for being too insensitive, and another from a crossover with Family Guy that was considered too dark. In 2007, Myanmar banned The Simpsons movie not because of its content, but because the colors were deemed politically charged. The show's writers also faced restrictions. For example, a joke about selling Homer's soul to the devil was cut but later used in a different context. The show reflects changes in society. In the early 90s, it faced criticism, but slowly began to tackle more controversial topics. After 9/11, some episodes were quietly pulled, showing how the humor changed over time. Some episodes, like E Pluribus Vigum, got banned in certain places, and even classic episodes were revisited due to social pressure. James L. Brooks noted the need for self-editing. In the end, The Simpsons mirrors society. It adapts to changing times while delivering humor and cultural commentary from the familiar town of Springfield.